event is based on accelerated collaboration. We bring people from different points of view, different perspectives, different disciplines, and so on, and look at one or two common issues or opportunities together. And we accelerate that by saying, what can we do right now? And who in the room can help us get there faster?
This event is a very high caliber event. Peter Boyd himself is a stalwart in our industry. Everybody here has the same motive in mind, really, and the same goal in mind in terms of carbon reductions and profiting from it.
You go to some events and the focus is the negative impacts of climate change. And many of us understand that and know that. This event is looking at it from another perspective, which is how can you profit and benefit if you're strategic and thoughtful around climate change?
This is business people, entrepreneurs with energy coming together and saying, how can we make the planet a better place, but how can we actually make a business that consumers buy from or other businesses buy from at the same time? So literally, this is where this happens. I had a choice. I was going to be in Warsaw today or I was going to be here today. And I this is the place where the action is going to happen. This people and planet and profit piece is, let's stop talking about it like it's this sort of tension. There's a false choice between the economy and the environment. Anyone with a decent time horizon sees this as the greatest wealth opportunity on the planet today. There is a buffalo herd out there, and there is a real choice in terms of where you are in the herd. And luckily, like this room in particular, we're talking amongst ourselves as that lead buffaloes in the herd. But when you're out there in your sphere of influences, and saying, sort of getting that message across that we don't fancy the mid-pack's chances in the shipping industry. We certainly don't fancy the N. There is a real choice about where you are in the spectrum and how far do you see this pivot and what your role is in that. The trends are obvious. As I said, luckily we don't talk about climate change and is it happening, but it doesn't even matter to do that. Energy efficiency unites, I think, deniers and climate change zealots at the same time. It's about saving money, getting more comfortable buildings, lowering energy bills. There is a huge amount of resource scarcity, fundamental megatrends going on that we can't ignore these. And there's real business opportunities. Equally, you've got a Kodak moment as well coming if you're at the wrong end of this. In terms of marketing, for instance, you get your product marketed much more successfully when you say what you are and not when you're not, but not what you're not. Also when you inspire. So talked about it earlier in the other room, but Martin Luther King did not say, I have a nightmare. He said, I have a dream. And then therefore people thought, that's what I want to get part of and that's what I want to do.
This kind of event helps get to scale by getting people partnering up and working better together. The ideas are there, the technology is there, we just have to apply it at scale.
The exercise here is that we need to engage policymakers, governments, business leaders, financial community into understanding that mega trends or social change happens when we think big and we go out there with the kind of entrepreneurial zeal to do these clean tech plays like mega hydro projects and big coal plays and so on. Society was willing and able to make that happen.
In doing this, I think we have to learn some new ways of conversing in sessions like this. We need action, and therefore that underpins this discussion and the importance of it, and the importance of what all of you are doing.
The only way I see us making a transition in our generation is through our corporations. The corporate world rules the world. Come on. Who pays for the politicians? Who supports the politicians, right? It's the corporations that are going to make this difference, or this group that's going to change our world for our kids. No question about it.
Hello, my name is Andres. And the key word for me is collaboration. Here, the people who are here, we need to help each other. This is about saving the planet. I mean, let's stop being selfish and let's stop thinking about ourselves. Let's start thinking about the others. So that is my point of view. I'm really, really excited. I'm very happy to have sat at this table because for the first time at any network event, these three people have been amazing. None of them were, oh, I am this, I am that. No, they were, what do you do? Tell me, oh, you know what? Let's get together. That's what this is all about. Thank you.
Rather than waiting for government to kind of lead a path, follow the lead buffalo. I mean, there are animals in the herd that are changing direction and leading us into a new way of doing business, a new way of making and using energy. And we need to focus on those positive examples as entrepreneurs who are capable of demonstrating that they can deliver value in the market, who can turn this herd, and the rest of the herd will follow. At the end of the day, we need to rethink how we do business. And any way in which we can rethink how we do business is healthy, because we need to press the reset button on carbon.